Now this video, this video is fantastic. This is one of those videos where I actually do get to give you some good news. And this just goes to show you what happens when there's that massive and growing separation of the rich and the poor and what used to be middle class being wiped out. And it just grows and grows and grows. This is the kind of thing that happens. And this is in a different country, but it doesn't matter. The same thing applies, and you will see this. Chilean activist destroys student debt loan papers, the paperwork, worth $500 million, $500 million. Nella Debnath, an activist in Chile, has burnt documents representing $500 million worth of student loan debt during a protest at Universidad del Mar. Francisco Tapia, who is also known as... Oh, actually, Nella Debna is the writer, I believe. So, Francisco Tapia, who is also known as Papas Fritas, claimed that he had, quote, freed the students by setting fire to the debt papers. Mr. Tapia has justified his actions in a video he posted on YouTube on May 12th, which was Monday, which has since gone viral and garnered over 55,000 views. In the 5-minute video, the artist and activist, translated by the Chilean news site Santiago Times, he passionately says, quote, "You don't have to pay another peso of your student loan debt. We have to lose our fear of being thought of as criminals because we're poor. I am just like you, living a crappy life, and I live it day by day. And this is my act of love for you." Mr. Tapia. Yes! That's my kind of activism right there. That's great. Do you realize... Well, before I even get into that, let me finish reading the article. He confessed he destroyed the papers without the knowledge of the students during a takeover at the university, demanding free higher education. According to the video's description, he was at the protest when he hatched the plan to wipe the student debt by stealing the papers. It goes on to say that he wanted to create a work of art to reflect the problem of student debt plaguing the nation. So student debt is plaguing the nation, and this is Chile. I think I know another nation that's even more plagued and is far more in debt. We'll get to that in a second. While his act of defiance will have brought a smile to those now debt-free students, it will be difficult for the university to recoup the losses, and the higher institution may have to individually sue students to get the debt repaid. There have been protests in Chile since 2011, calling for reform of the university system and for free, higher quality education. It was hoped the newly elected president, Michelle Bachelet, would bring reform after a campaign promising drastic change to the education system, which hasn't come yet. She's a little slow. Oh, wait, she's a politician, made a lot of promises, specific promises that would make every voter in their right mind vote for her, makes it into office, becomes the president, doesn't do what she said she promised. Where have I heard that before? Oh, America? Oh, yeah. Exactly, yeah. I almost forgot, you know. Oh, wait, we don't do that in America. We don't have politicians that lie to us. Got to vote for the Republican. Got to vote for the Democrat. He's the lesser of two evils. It'll be worse if he's in, but it'll still be bad if this guy's in. Just not as bad as that guy. Are you serious? However, 2 months on from her becoming president apparently, tens of thousands of students have taken action again to the street, calling for changes promised that seem to have been forgotten about by the president. Last week, there were clashes on the street of the Chilean capital, Santiago, as demonstrations turned violent. So, student debt problem. Guy goes out, wipes out the debt. Yeah, it was wrong. But I gotta tell you, it's freaking fantastic. We have approximately, in this country, United States, somewhere around 1.2 trillion, with a T, trillion dollars in student debt. That means hasn't been paid back yet. And there is you can go look this up anywhere pretty much online. Just search for student debt, crisis, student debt charts, you'll see it. You'll see a widening gap of non-payment, or haven't made the payments yet, or where it was making payments, can't make them anymore. Now there's a delay in payment making, generally speaking. And that chart starts off with a little gap, getting wider, longer, worse, and it is continually growing. And the student debt amount in the $1.2 trillion range now is also growing exponentially. And the mindset is this. I'll tell you the mindset because I already know. You don't even have to think about this. You don't even have to ask anybody. When I say this, you're going to be like, oh, that's exactly what it is. You look around the economy. Do I want to work for minimum wage? No. Do I want to work at a regular job? No. I can't afford anything if I do that. That's crazy. It's like slave labor. What do? I should have went to college. I knew I should have went to college. Well, I'm still young enough. Hell, even if you're not young enough, I can still go to college. I'm going to do it. I still got good credit. That's why I can't land a job right now. That's why the job market, it's my fault. I didn't get to go to college like I should have. My parents told me I should have. Okay, I'm going to do it. And then they go back to college. Student loan, you're approved. Everyone's approved. It's like a car dealership of your lifetime. Everyone's approved. Be sitting behind the wheel before 9 a.m. on Sunday, and you're approved to go into the college. Oh. And now you've got a student loan to pay back. And you've graduated, and you've got that shiny, beautiful degree. And now you're thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars in debt. Now I'm going to go get that job I've been waiting for. Application, resume. Do you have any experience? Well, no, I was in college. I just got all the experience. No, like work experience in college. No, I just have college because I was in college. I didn't have... Yeah, we're looking for someone that has college degree and work experience. Or else we can start you out on the low totem pole for a few years. Oh, what does it pay? Hold on. Excuse me, what does it pay? And I have this degree? I could go get that right now without the degree. And spending the last 2 or 4 years of my life in college, I can make that if I didn't go to college. I thought, sir, there's 100 people in line behind you that really want this job. I'm sorry it doesn't meet your expectations, so have a nice day. And now there's another reality that hits them. Oh my God, I can't get a job even with this diploma. Oh my God, now I have tens of thousands of dollars in debt that I have to repay. Oh my God, I've got to get a job urgently, so I'm going to go anywhere, McDonald's or fast food, just give me a job so I can start paying back this debt. Only to find out that they need every penny of that job, their paycheck, to pay for the necessities in life. Car payment, gas, electricity, housing, whatever. And I live at home with my parents. Oh my God, this is difficult. I don't have the extra money to even pay the loan back. Why do you think that it was $800 billion in student loans not that long ago, $900 billion, $1 trillion, $1.1 trillion, $1.2 trillion, whatever it is now, in a very short period of time? Because everyone's in the mindset that, oh, if you had a college education, you get paid good money. In the reality, I was just reading a statistic yesterday. It said something like a college graduate versus a kid out of high school, the kid out of high school can go get a regular job and be far in better shape financially than the person who just got out of college, even though assuming that guy that just got out of college got a real nice job, like he thought he would get when I get this degree, and he was one of the lucky ones who actually got a job. You add in the debt into that, repayment of the debt, interest, all that stuff. The kid that just graduated high school and got a crappy regular job is actually superior to that kid for a while. That doesn't sound right to me. Does it sound right to you? So, unfortunately, in America, everything's definitely digitalized. So I don't think, and because student loan debt can't be bankrupted out of, can't really be anything, you got to pay it. It'll follow you the rest of your life. You got to pay it. So you can set any kind of papers on fire you want in this country, but they've got lots of database backups and government backups that will quickly let you know, yeah, we understood there was a fire in the university you went to. Here's the papers that show you still owe this debt. We notice you haven't paid in 6 months, but just let you know we still know you owe it, so go ahead and pay up. So I can only commend this guy. As wrong as that may sound, because this guy did do an illegal act, destroying that, financial instruments, whatever you want to call it. But if they say Jesus Christ threw the bankers out of the temple, physically got violent, threw those bastards out, if he can do that, then this young man, I can praise him for doing the same thing, essentially, because this debt is the root of all evil. This perpetual debt. Everyone's in debt, more debt, got to get in debt. And when you're not in debt, you can't get a job. Oh my God, something's wrong. I got to go get in debt and get a student loan. That's the only way I'm going to get this job. Only to find out you still didn't get the job, and now you owe tons of money back. Student loan debt just broke a new record, 1.3 trillion, 1.4 trillion. It'll just keep going. There's an epidemic taking place. You just don't know about it because no one's paying attention to the numbers. But this guy in Chile is and did something about it. Take care.